Hey gang, welcome back to Inverted Pursuits Laboratory and welcome to 2023. 2022 was an incredible year and we did so much. The channel produced a little over 25 videos and on a variety of topics. We had an OpenRC F1 car that we did a build of. I did a remix of that design. We saw tons of rockets fly, including the glorious Festus, which you guys will be seeing a video on next week, actually. As well as a lot of new rockets fly and that are now for sale on our website. You can check that out below if you feel like it. If not, I understand. But a lot has changed around the rocket shop as well. So this shop used to be very different layout. There was just me down here. And last year I got married to the wonderful camera operator that is filming this right now. But with that, we had to reorganize the basement quite a bit. So my entire rocketry space got condensed down to this section of the workshop for the moment, while I've got the other side of the workshop here is my wife Kelsey's space, where she's got all sorts of projects in the works. So it's gone from being called the rocket shop to more the maker space down here. And there's a lot that was actually getting made down here. So what I'm hoping to do this next year is make videos on a lot of the projects she and I are working on together, or things that we've already had in the works. Some of those include Mandalorian armor. So like this is a chest plate I printed for my wife. I've got gauntlets I've been working on, chest plate for myself, as well as a full-blown Mandalorian helmet, which is a lot of fun to run around in. And so we'll have a video coming out on this whole build once we get it done, and hopefully we'll have 2 full sets of Mandalorian armor in that build, but it's going to take a little while to get there. We've got most of the pieces, but there's still a lot to print. Also this year we will be doing my level 3 cert. That level 3 is going to be a fiberglass 3D print hybrid. So there will be a 3D printed body section and a fiberglass nose clone and electronics bay. It's going to make up a 5-inch, 9.5-foot tall rocket. So we're going to have an incredible build coming up on that. Now, if you watch the Festus video that will be coming out next week, the entire build process that I used through Festus is the exact same process we're going to be using in Predator as I build up the L3 rocket. Aside from that, we will also be working on an air cannon. That's kind of a long pole in the tent for the channel. It's got other purposes down the road, hopefully, but I'm not quite sure how that's going to turn out. There's a lot of T's to cross and I's to dot before we get there. We got to make sure we do it safely and have very little to no risk while doing it. Another project we're hoping to get done this next year is to build a rocket out of just stuff you have lying around in the house. So I did this back when I was in 6th or 7th grade. Used a paper towel tube and some cardboard and paper, crap paper, like a manila folder, and made a rocket. It's of course missing the nose cone because I crashed it long ago. But I am going to revisit this project and build one and show you guys how we do it. We also will be doing more work on this rocket, which you guys haven't really seen. I call this IPXL-16. It's just Inverted Pursuits Experimental Launch Vehicle number 16. This is our 16th 3D printed rocket. I've got some really cool footage of it trying to fly this last fall. I'll toss that in at the very end of the video, so you can either skip to the end or wait and watch through, and you'll get to see it doing some somersaults through the air. But it's a rocket very much designed to look like a starship. We even have a prototype that we painted up to give it a really cool look, and I just love the way it looks. Hopefully we can figure out the stability and make it fly really well too. But aside from that, we'll also be having the OpenRC F1 2023 car. So I did the remix of Daniel Norrie's design of the OpenRC car into a 2022 design, and I plan to do a 2023 variant with some of the changes that happened in the rules for the F1 season coming up That will probably come out halfway through the F1 season, so sitting somewhere in the July to August range, just because it'll take me some time to analyze what the teams are doing and actually make an update to that. And for all I know, Daniel Norrie may beat me to it and get it done, because I beat him to this last year's. But it's always fun to see what everyone comes up with and still put out my own version of it. Aside from all these cool projects we've been working on, the other addition to our shop this year was a resin 3D printer setup. Now, we've only done some light prototypes that have had some interesting results at best so far, and we're hoping to start doing some different resin prints and see what we can use these in. So there'll probably be some videos coming out on that. We may also get some videos on the Cricut that we recently got and different ways we can use those for crafting projects. We've done a lot of crafting with it already, and I'm really excited to see how we can use it into our day-to-day crafting. Right, now we're up in the garage. This is not the shop where we've done a lot of the build videos on vehicles, but this is actually garage where we currently have the Pulse stored. The Pulse this last year got 2 or 3 videos on it where I was doing repair work because I had to fix the front suspension, the rear brakes, as well as do some electrical updates on the lights. I'll quickly show you some of those updates as I steal the camera. We replaced the rigger clip lights here so that we could actually get the riggers visible to other cars, especially at night. It's really easy to lose these, and I really want people to know where it is on the car so I don't accidentally get hit. I also did an upgrade on the brake lights, and these do incredible for people being able to see us when we're trying to stop. I'm hoping we'll get a few more updates on the vehicle this coming year. And I'm also hoping to film a few videos with the vehicle this coming year. One I'm hoping to film will be using a drone to film it, as I'm hoping to get my dad to come up here and drive the vehicle around for us while we can get some cool shots. And I'm also hoping to do more of a road trip with it and try and mount some cameras across the vehicle and get some like natural reactions of people watching the vehicle drive around in the wild. It's always incredible to see people kind of stop and stare as you're driving by. So those are the things we're hoping to do this next year with the Pulse. So with all these cool projects we've got planned for the next year, we're really hoping you'll enjoy what's coming, and you can leave a comment below if there's something you'd be interested in seeing. Aside from all these cool projects, we'll continue to do review videos on products that we find that we're really interested in and we think you guys would be interested in too. We've been doing a lot of content reviews and build guides on the Egg Timer products recently, and there will be more of those coming out through the early months of 2023, and we'll find other products that we think you guys will be interested in. I would like to remind you all of these products that I review are things I buy myself because they're things I'm personally interested in using, and so I'm doing an honest review based on something that I've bought, tried, and am using currently in my flight hardware. But again, if you've got something you'd like to see this year, please leave a comment below. And please consider liking and subscribing, as that really helps support the channel a ton. But till then, I'll see you all in the next video.
Before, it's kind of a strange shape, so keep your eye on it in case it goes sideways or something, okay? Everybody watching 34? Everybody watching 34? Hey, you got the camera there. You watching 34, he's not paying attention. Watch 34, okay, good. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. God help us all. That's cool. And that's why I wanted you to watch that 34.